go even further beyond.
Yeah, my name's Zakashi, and in this video we got another video request. We got a video request from Legendary Gamer, and this person wanted me to use only Trunks characters. So we got here a 6-man squad of only Trunks. So we've got Trunks Youth, the EX Trunks, the green one, Trunks Rage, the yellow one for Z ability, the red one, and the purple transforming one. In this video right here, the first gameplay, I've actually got Trunks from the future, so the adult one, but I actually subbed them out later because I realized I could use Trunks Youth, so I went ahead and did that. But you know, Trunks is my favorite character in the franchise. I'm not gonna lie. That's my guy. Like, he's so unproblematic. Like, there's nothing wrong with him. His design is beautiful. Like, it just hit. Like, I don't know how you can dislike Trunks. He hasn't done anything wrong. He never fell off like that Gohan guy. Like, Gohan's cool. I'm not hating on Gohan, but Gohan fell off. Like, you can't sit here and tell me Gohan did not fall off. He went from the first Super Saiyan 2. Goku probably had Super Saiyan 2, but he was just holding it back, to whatever he is in Super. Like, it's insane. But we're here to talk about Trunks because Trunks be going crazy. He took Gohan Super Saiyan 2. I know it's not as legendary, but he went dummy in Super against Goku Black. He held his own for a long while, and he got the final slash. So respect to Trunks. But let's talk about Trunks. There's multiple ones on this team. I'm actually gonna start with Trunks Rage because he's the most recent one to come out besides from Trunks Youth, but he's a Zenkai. I'm talking about the actual character to come out. Trunks Youth been out in the game for a while, but the Zenkai hasn't been out in the game for a while. But that doesn't mean the character hasn't been out in the game. But that's why I'm starting with Trunks Rage. Now, Trunks Rage, he's a defensive type, and the point of Trunks Rage is to build up his buffs so that you can actually output a lot more damage. And to build up his buffs, he has to take hits. So let's go to his unique abilities, and let's take his second one. So it says Unleash Fury. While the character is on the battlefield, the following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy strike, blast, or special move arts attack. So pretty much every arts card, not special skill, and not ultimate arts though, and not those special Captain Ginyu type ones. He gets 10% to damage inflicted, and it cannot be cancelled, and it goes up to 60%. And he also gets 10% to damage inflicted by allied Tag Future or Tag Vegeta family for 25 time accounts. So overall, everyone's just going to get buffed on a Trunks team because they're all Trunks family. Like, you can get Vegeta without Trunks family, but you can't get Trunks without Trunks family because that's Vegeta's son. So it just works out very well for Trunks Rage. He's a very good unit, one of the best out of the anniversary, I'm not going to lie. Third best if anything, that's where I'd put him. Very useful in terms of building up his buffs, and he has that other unique ability. I believe if you rise and rush, the substitution count gets shortened by 10 immediately, so you can switch back into him. If you switch them out, just the rise and rush being pressed, you can switch back into him, and that's really good because he's also a defensive type and a tank, so he'll be able to hold up all that damage. Now let's go to my boy Trunks Youth. Now I know in this gameplay he's only Zenkai 1 or 2. This gameplay is not even kind of old. It's old. And I should have really released this video much earlier before, but I just didn't because of things that have been coming up like anniversary. And unless I was posting literally every day, like I post any day, every day. I post every day anyways. But if I was posting 2 times a day or 3 times a day, then I would have been uploading this. But I don't want to flood you guys with content and whatnot, and I'd be slaving myself. But Trunks at Zenkai 7 is a monster. His unique abilities are amazing. In this video, he's not Zenkai 7 like I said, but I'm going to take his best unique ability in my opinion anyways, and it's the one that's called Inextinguishable Hope. It's the one that you get at Zenkai 6, Class 6. It says applies the following effects itself according to the number of timer counts elapsed after transforming. So 10 timer counts elapsed, 20+% damage to inflicted, 25% reduces damage received by 20%, so it becomes even more of a tank, and then 40 timer counts, 20+% to damage inflicted, and that makes him nuts. And then his main ability, summoning a special move, is beautiful. Like, it's actually just beautiful the way his unit just works, the kit and everything. One unit that I'm actually liking a lot. I'm not gonna use him again, honestly, but for this video's purpose, I don't recommend using him at all. But if we take the green EX Trunks, that's a kid from the movies. He has the sword on his back. He's a support type, and his main ability, it heals his allies. So we've got a hybrid saying that heals, and he also shortens the substitution count by 5. That can be really useful to switch back in, on top of Trunks' Rise and Rush saving thing, unique ability. But another thing on top of that, his unique ability, the first one, Selfless Affection, just from him being on the team, he gives 15% plus damage inflicted by allies if it doesn't even, it's not even tag specific actually, that one, but there's a tag specific bit underneath. But if he dies, then the 15% goes, but that 50% can be real useful in terms of damage output. But the tag specific bit underneath, it says, for tag sagas from the movies or Vegeta family, gradually restore health each timer count for 20 timer counts. That's a good support unit thing. Like, it's actually mad useful. And 20+% to special move damage inflicted, and that cannot be cancelled. That's real beautiful from the EX, from an EX unit. But bringing him, especially if you're just doing an all Trunks team, I don't advise. But maybe on a Vegeta family team, he'd actually come out very useful. So do not sleep on that Trunks. But my main Trunks, the Trunks that I mess with most at the moment, the purple one from the movies, he's transforming. I've actually got him 9 stars right now. But if we go into him, I'm going to go into his main ability after he transforms. So what it's called Super Saiyan's Hidden Strength. What it does, it destroys all of your cards and randomly draws 4 new ones. But even if you have an empty deck, so usually at the end of a combo, you can use the main ability and you draw in 4 new cards. On top of that, it restores his health by 30, and it gives him ki, 40 plus ki. 40% plus damage strike. Oh my god. 40+% damage to strike damage inflicted for 25 timer counts as well on top of that. And you only need 5 timer counts. That's after the first transformation. So the first main ability where you transform, then the second main ability, this one activates after 5 timer counts. Yet all of that, like, it's amazing. Like, his damage output is actually nuts. His special move as well, Flash Blade, it does a lot of damage. Deals major slice damage, applies attribute with upgrade, minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut, effects activated when changing cover, to self for 20 timer counts upon activation, and 80% chance to inflict heavy bleed on hit, and it also has blast armor. Like, for a special move, I mess with that. That's like Gogeta standard. It's a close range one. Like, I mess with it so heavy. Like, that special move is nuts. The bleed is something that's really slept on in this game, that he actually inflicts. Like, it's something that's really slept on, but it does a lot of damage that you don't notice. Like, you can just be sitting, if you're wasting time accounts trying to play defensive and you've got bleed on you, you're actually going to lose a lot of damage, especially if you have a team that doesn't regenerate health from anyone. So you got to be careful with that. But let's take his first unique ability. I think this one is really good. The following effects occur when his character enters the battlefield. So he just gets 40% damage for to 40% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. So say if I'm running an actual just hybrid Saiyan team, or I have the green Trunks who can actually lower the substitution count, I could actually get 80% damage if I was able to switch him back in fast enough. And that is nuts. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 15 timer counts. That's the next bit of this same unique ability. And 35% to key recovery for 15 timer counts. So all of that just on one unique ability, and there's so much more to go through on this whole Trunks team. The red Trunks that came out, he's real good. He has like a special skill that works like Super Baby 2. It gives you ki, I'm pretty sure, and it restores your Vanishing Gorge by 60%, and that happens twice. It also inflicts all allies and enemies with 3 substitution counts. That's the only downside to the special skill, but it does affect the enemy as well, so you both feel it. Especially if you want to Rise of Rush. More time if you landed that card, you're in a combo, so yeah. But overall, like, I'm just messing with the Trunks team. In comparison to the Gohan team, I mess with the Trunks team more. But the Gohan team kind of like synergize more well because they have like the Sun family tag and the Hybrid Saiyan tag. I know the Trunks one has the Vegeta family tag, Future Tap family tag, and actually the Hybrid Saiyan tag. But not all Trunks is like, let's take the kid one is from the future. Let me actually check that just before I make that objective statement. Let's check it right now actually. Yeah, he's not from the future, he's just a kid, so you gotta be careful with that. But overall, I enjoyed making this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you did, press the subscribe button on this grind to 10k subs. We're very close to 6k subs, so if you're watching this video, make sure you press that red button. Leave a comment. I'm not too fast about likes, but definitely leave a comment. My name's Zakashi, and I'll see you guys in the next one.